What's up, Cancer? It's your girl, Sid from Savy Sentient, and welcome to your weekly reading. If you all are new here or unfamiliar with me, this channel is a Cancer only channel and is a second channel to Savy Sentient Tarot. This is a place that is exclusively for the Cancer Collective. As such, this channel is also not a love and light channel. So if you're looking for sunshine and rainbows, goody goody gumdrops and whatnots, this is not the place. If you are looking for a reader who's going to lie to you, it is not me. But if you are looking for the truth, served straight up, just like the libations that we pour for our ancestors, this is the place, and I am your girl. So stay tuned, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. But let's get right on into your reading. All right. If you all are looking for personal readings and all that, it will be linked in the description box below. So, while I was channeling your energy, Spirit told me to essentially share my experience with you all as far as the dark night of the soul is concerned. Okay? So just to give you a shortened version of my dark night of the soul, I was married. I was going to relocate with my spouse. Spouse abandoned me during that process. Lived in my car for 2 months and subsequently moved back to Atlanta to essentially restart my life all over again. It was in that time period, though, that I had my first spiritual awakening, and I was first introduced to several spiritualists like Ralph Smart, who played a huge part in my awakening and in my spiritual journey. But Spirit also left me this message with you that says, you will experience darkness so you can appreciate the light. And that's very much what that experience came to be. Okay? So after that negative time, I did subsequently end up in a secondary relationship that was just as bad as, well, I'll say worse than the first one. But what this was doing was kind of tearing down my preconceived notions about love, about relationships, tearing down the romanticism that I may have created surrounding relationships. And while these relationships were romantic, this is something that I could carry into all of my relationships. Okay, that we can't romanticize any relationship, be it a friendship, a familial relationship, or a love situation. But they also said you're going to have to endure to get through. So this is a situation that you're going to have to endure to get through. Like as I say from time to time, the only way out is through. So I feel like you all are going through a similar situation, which is why Spirit wanted me to talk to you all about that. But what I experienced in those times made me now very appreciative for those times. Excuse me. And so while you are currently going through whatever you're going through, you may not be able to appreciate it because you're currently going through it. In retrospect, you're going to be able to look at this as a very pivotal and very important time in your healing and spiritual journey. Okay, currently, we're dealing with several retrogrades, but the ones that feel most significant for you with this message are the Saturn retrograde in Aquarius and the Uranus retrograde in Taurus. Now, of course, Mercury is in retrograde, and when that happens, old lovers, old friends, old situations, old lessons that you should have learned resurface just to test you, just to see if you've actually learned the lessons. But with the Saturn and the Uranus retrograde, an interesting thing is that they share an energy um, of Aquarius. So the Saturn retrograde is in the sign of Aquarius, and then Uranus is is the planet that rules Aquarius, and it's actually in the sign of Taurus. Now, sitting and contemplating on these energies, what I've come to realize is that with Aquarian energy being an energy of awakening, with Uranus being the great awakener, um, but with this Aquarian energy being like really rebellious, instead of it being externalized, it's going to be more internal. So you may be kind of changing the way that you think of yourself, the way that you think of relationships. You may be feeling compelled to, I don't know, stop accepting certain behaviors from people that you deal with. You may be feeling very self-focused and really asking yourself, like, what is it that you need? What is it that would make you feel good? And do you care if it affects or how it affects anyone else? If certain people are not okay with the way that you are loving on yourself and nurturing yourself right now, does that bother you? Will you stop loving yourself, stop investing in yourself, stop focusing on yourself just because other people may be uncomfortable with it or may not like it? In this time, you may be finding that because you choose to be more introverted, because you choose to be more self-focused, that certain people who cannot benefit from your presence, from you being around, may start acting a little funny with you. And in that interaction, in that situation, you are being awakened to who is truly for you and who truly is not. So I feel like this retrograde season is doing a lot for you, Cancer, whether you see it or not, whether you feel it or not, a lot is happening for you, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the cards. I actually wanted to start with the African Goddess Rising for you today, and we will go on from there. Okay, so which African goddess would like to speak to the Cancer Collective today? Which African goddess would like to speak to the Cancer Collective today? Did she not speak to y'all before? Like, she is not playing. I'm pretty sure in the last reading, this is the same card y'all got. And so this is just confirmation for me that you all are absolutely going through an awakening right now, that you are absolutely going through a period of extreme change that may be very uncomfortable for you, but is definitely very necessary for you. Okay, so we have Oya. Okay, Oya is from the Temple of Warriors, and our warrior goddesses stand on the front lines of our true internal power. The Temple of Warriors radiates energetically with the color yellow and aligns physically with our solar plexus. The solar plexus is the chakra that is responsible for your confidence. Okay, so wielding her powerful sword of truth, Oya is the Yoruba goddess of storms, wind, lightning, and lightning. Storms bring shift, rapid and uncontrollable change, and at times, chaos. Oya's guidance says that the winds of change are in motion. In every life, a little rain must fall. Personal storms clear away the old. Sometimes change moves slowly. At other times, change is swift. The embodiment says, what would you like to change? If you are not actively changing it, you are choosing it. To make shift happen, focus on what you want. Stop giving energy to what is not working. The biggest thing holding you back is you. If you want people in life to treat you better, you go first. If you attract betrayals, stress, strife, the common denominator is you. Beating yourself up is self harm. Feel your feelings, honor your journey, tell yourself the truth, and practice self compassion. The Goddess Declaration says, I make shift happen. Okay, so we're starting off with Oya. Definitely a period of transformation for you, a period of change for you, and a time for you to embrace your personal power. This is why that Saturn energy is focused inward, that Aquarian energy is now focused inward instead of being, rebellious and focusing outward. You're encouraging rebellion within yourself. It feels like people are not gonna know who you are anymore because you are causing changes within, and it's gonna look real unfamiliar to some people. But I feel also that some people are gonna love that shit. They're gonna love to see that about you. Okay, so what is the overall energy in addition to Oya here? I see the sun as I split the deck, which is about happiness, abundance, clarity. And we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups in the Death card. I told y'all, this movement that you are creating within yourself is going to cause a lot of your partnerships to die, to change, to transform, to shift. Okay? Some of these partnerships are going to be ones that support your change, that support your growth, that are excited to see you fully embodying yourself, fully embracing whatever change you feel is necessary, while other people are not going to be dealing with it. They're not going to like it, and they're going to want to distance themselves. And that's okay too. That's okay too. Because you know what this Death card symbolizes as well? Endings bringing in new beginnings. So with the people who fall away, you're making space for new connections that do serve you, that will benefit you, that are in alignment with who you are becoming. Okay? This is a beautiful reading already. I'm fucking with it so hard. All right, so we lost the nail. It's okay. We're going to keep it going. All right. So, Spirit, what other messages do we have for the Cancer Collective? What else would you like them to know? Let's get into this tarot. High Priestess in the reverse. Okay. So when the High Priestess comes out in the reverse, this can represent that certain secrets are being brought to light, are coming to the surface. This can also indicate ignoring like your intuition. But let's keep going to see exactly where we're going with this. Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card of evaluation. I feel like prior to this time, you were not even evaluating any of your relationships. They were just there. They were just existing in your life. I feel like for some of these connections, you were getting intuitive messages about who these people were or how they handle you, whatever the case is, but you were ignoring them because they were such long-lasting relationships, or because you just didn't want to like stir the pot. You just didn't want to cause any unnecessary friction. So while your intuition may have signaled to you that something was awry, you ignored it. But I feel like in this time, you're asking yourself, are some of the connections that exist in your life worth the effort that you're putting into them? I feel like for some of you, because you chose to ignore your intuition about certain connections, it feels harder to exist in these connections. They feel like more work than they're worth. Okay? Period. Look. 7 of Swords with the World card. So the World card is a card about completion. It is about ending the cycles. With the 7 of Swords in the reverse, this is escapism. This is removing yourself from situations that you have deceptively told yourself were worth keeping around because you ignored your intuition. But Spirit is saying it's time to escape. It's time to jump ship. It's time to leave certain things behind. Certain relationships in your life have run their course, and it's just as simple as that. It doesn't have to be that it's a negative thing. It doesn't have to be an ugly thing. It could simply just be a matter of outgrowing someone. All right. Some of these connections that you're in, just pulling on my own experience, as Spirit instructed, are limiting your growth. Some of these people have been holding on to you too long, and they have been weighing you down. And so it is time to end them so that you can flourish, so that you can grow, so you can push forward. Okay? They're not going to like that, and that's okay. And that's perfectly fine. They don't have to. The thing is not their life, right? All right? Look, because now it's time for you to gain true fulfillment, your wishes getting fulfilled, you getting that contentment, that peace that you need in your life. And it comes at the expense of trimming off the dead weight. So is it really an expense? The weight is dead. Like, look, 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles energy follows the 9 of Cups. So that is a certain level of wealth, you know, being able to take care of everything that you need to take care of. This is about legacy and inheritance. Tell me more. What's this about? Why are we talking about the 10 of Pentacles? The Moon. Ooh. Your hopes, your fears, the things that are suppressed. The things that you don't see. Illusions. Tell me more. I feel like these people were cutting off your flow of abundance by existing in your life. And I feel like by removing them from your life, you're going to gain enlightenment. The Hangman energy is about prayer, meditation, seeing things from a different perspective, and surrendering. When you surrender and allow whatever needs to fall away, I feel like what's going to be revealed to you is all the ways that this person or these people cut off your flow of abundance, but also I feel like you're going to see the reason why they held on to you so long. The reason why they have been such good friends or good family. Like, when you start to separate from them, I feel like what's going to be highlighted is the insecurities, the things that they suppress. Clarify the Moon and the 10 of Pentacles. The things that they suppress. their baggage. 6 of Swords, moving away from what doesn't serve you, releasing baggage. You're going to see their baggage though. And what I mean by that is, let's say you carry yourself with like a certain amount of confidence when, and I think I've said this in another reading, okay? So let's say you carry yourself with a certain amount of confidence. This person or one of these people may only hang around you so that they get confidence by proxy, or because so that they have like the association, like we're the same, like people view them the same as they view you because they hang out with you. But as you start to heal, and as you realize like you and this person are not the same, that you guys just don't vibe anymore, and you start to distance yourself, you're gonna see that this person kind of changes how they deal with you, how they talk to you, and you may start seeing like envy coming out, because how dare you be confident on your own without me? Who do you think you are without me? Like it feels like just a lot of who certain people in your life are will be highlighted only after you remove yourself from their presence. And you're not removing yourself in a way to be malicious. This is just all about you focusing on you. But because they're so selfish, they view it as some type of attack, or they view it as something wrong with them. Some of them are just really insecure. So instead of thinking, maybe Cancer needs space, maybe Cancer just needs to do whatever, it's, I ain't do nothing to you. Why you acting like that with me? Like their first thought is not Cancer just needs, some time with Cancer. It's a personal attack on them, and this is based on their insecurity. Two of Swords. Two of Swords is stalemate energy, at an impasse. So that it's going to come a time when it's like choosing yourself or choosing them. And of course, you better choose your damn self. But and even if that's not how it is for you, that's how they're going to take it. Like it has nothing to do with having to choose between you. Like this is just me needing time for me. Like, but it's going to get to a point where it's just really too much. I'm sorry, my baby's having a dream, if y'all can hear her. But it's going to come to a time where it's going to be like, this is just too much and I'd rather not. Okay? Two of Swords energy. All right, we can just leave it here. We're good to go. Eight of Wands. And you're going to move on. You're going to move out. All right? Very quickly. But it's going to be because of this that you start to see so much progress and so much good things happening, because you let the dead weight fall away. Look, I be knowing what I'm talking about. Six of Wands, immediate victory. When you cut the bullshit out, I mean, that's just that on that. Immediate victory as soon as you let go of whatever needs to fall away. Any last words from the Tarot Spirit? Eight of Swords, self-imposed mental prison, self-doubt, limiting beliefs, judgment. It's time for you to start awakening from that judgment energy. Like Uranus and this Aquarian energy that we have going on is really going to serve to be an awakening, bitch. An awakening for you, to let you know that these limiting beliefs are not true, that they're false, that you are not limited in any way, shape, or form. All right? This awakening within you is a rebirth. It is a new beginning. And this Ace of Pentacles confirms that it's a new beginning for you. The universe is giving you a new beginning. But you're just going to have to go through this darkness for just a very brief time, all right, to get to the other side, to get to that Ace of Pentacles. Even the Pentacles is like shining like the sun, all right? So I'm hearing in my head right now from the Wiz, can you feel a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day? Like the little people in the coffins, they just look like they're waking up to the brand new day. Like, oh, I'm awake. Oh, look at the sun / Pentacles. This new beginning. So I feel like you're kind of like breaking out of this cocoon of doubt, of lack, of fear, of whatever negative feelings, thoughts that you felt about yourself. You're freeing yourself of that. You're no longer limiting yourself. You're no longer being who people expect you to be, but instead you're being who you want to be. I got hiccups, y'all. I'm sorry. But we're going to take it as confirmation. Period. Period. All right, so let's get that's saggy. Let's get a crystal spirit oracle. Un momento. Stay hydrated. I think we got it together. So, which crystal spirit would like to speak to Cancer at this time? Blue Chalcedony, number 11, which is a number of the divine. Y'all know y'all be seeing 1111 everywhere. Y'all know what time it is. It's a master number. Hey, and I like it already. All right, so the essential meaning says slowing down, easy does it, restoring balance and serenity. Life's pace can feel overwhelming at times, and this crystal shows up just when you need to slow down and experience serenity and balance. Certainty won't present itself just because you are rushing around. Blue Chalcedony spirit brings the message to immerse yourself in the moment and to surrender to your sense of urgency. Surrender your sense of urgency to the conscious universe. You're pushing too hard now. Easy does it. As you transition from the old ways into the new and begin to try out your fledgling wings. You are ever evolving, and the unfamiliar can send you hurrying back to where you were or rushing ahead to get past the uncomfortable part. The part where you have to confront the truth that you are facing many unknowns. Your fearful ego will try to convince you that the way to get what you need is to work harder and faster and move as swiftly as possible. But your best action now is to slow down. Allow yourself to be clear on what you want so that your intentions begin to coalesce in ways that will please you. As you look around, be fully present that to what is allowing a sense of tranquility and ease to arise within you, even though you may not be able to see what to do next. The conscious universe has much to offer you. So take a breath and remember, easy does it. All right, and there's a relationship message here as well. So when it comes to your relationships, the message is similar, just to take your time. Spirit wants you to know that healing the old patterns is easier when you are not letting fear drive you to move too quickly through a transition. You wanted to change the old ways, and you are doing so, guided by the conscious universe. So let yourself feel serene. Trust in this process and as you slow things down and gain a clearer view. So slowing down to get a clearer view of the relationships that you have in your life. Okay, so there's your relationship with yourself that spirit wants you to slow down and breathe through and take your time with. And then there's the relationships that are external to yourself that I really feel like you need to sit and meditate upon. Hangman energy, to decide what serves you, what doesn't, what stays and what goes. Essentially, it's a goodwill pile, a trash pile, and a keep pile that you're creating with people in your life, with relationships in your life. For sure, going in the keep pile is you. You. Okay? The other piles, that's between you and those relationships. I don't have anything to do with that. But put yourself in the keep pile. Let's move into your sacred self-care. Because I definitely feel like you need some self-care right now, especially with that Taurian energy happening, which is about, luxuriating. Let's see. So it's definitely a time for you to nurture yourself. But how are we nurturing ourselves, spirit? That's what y'all gonna say? Spirit said you need to sing. That's all. You need to sing. For some of you, this is just gonna make you feel, light, free. Maybe go to a karaoke or something. I don't know. All right, but the mantra of this card says, "My voice uplifts all who hears it." When you have a unique voice and carry deep wisdom that the world needs to hear. You can share your words in any way you like, even singing them. Many of us have fear when it comes to sharing our voices, but expressing ourselves through song can be unexpectedly freeing. Try writing a song for fun and as a way to convey what you are feeling. Singing it to yourself and notice how it makes you feel in the moment. Record it and play it back for yourself. What emotions come up? Does it empower you or make you feel shy? Sing your favorite song in public or at an open mic, singing circle, or karaoke bar to break through the fear and experience new levels of self-expression. Sing at home or in your car to delight yourself and elevate the vibe. Sing to your heart's content. Journal prompt. What are your favorite song lyrics right now, and how does singing them make you feel? All right. So essentially what this is an exercise to singing privately, maybe in karaoke, whatever, will help you in other areas express yourself, is what I feel with this energy. Okay. So let's move on to your advice, which y'all go ahead and sing. Help for your voice. For some of you, that may help build confidence. Remember, Oya was associated with the solar plexus energy, and some of you all may struggle with confidence. So doing something as simple as like singing or writing a song, or just letting your voice be expressed in other ways may help you express your voice in ways that are necessary for you. Okay, so what is the advice, Spirit? Period. Okay, so the way I'm perceiving this advice, I'm sorry, Hazel's crying because she just heard Bay. But 7 of Wands energy in the reverse is, it's time for you to stop defending and fighting for these regretful situations. It's time for you to stop holding on to situations that no longer serve you. It's time for you to stop crying over spilled milk. Okay? Stop defending the actions of people who have harmed you. Stop holding on to them. Okay? Stop holding on to the people who have harmed you just because they've been in your life for a long period of time. Okay? The last card we have is the 3 of Pentacles. Collaborating creating partnerships, friendships with people who have similar values. Okay, this is similar to the Lover's energy. However, with this energy, it's just like bringing your talents together for a common goal. So if people don't, of course, you're not going to have the same values and all with every single person you meet that you may actually be good friends with. But if the general way that they live their life does not align with the way that you live your life, then those are not the kind of connections that you want. You may have several different interests as, you know, maybe your best friend, but neither one of y'all smoke crack. Okay, so you're not gonna go and hold on to a crackhead and maybe eventually end up being a crackhead yourself, but you are gonna hold on to someone who, you know, values family like you value family, values the friendship, the connection that you all have, like you value it, you know. I hope that makes sense. And then temperance. Temperance is at the bottom of the deck. And temperance is a card of patience. Okay? This is a card of patience. And it is also a card of alchemy. So I'm feeling Spirit wants you to be patient with yourself. But also, Spirit wants you to take this experience, this dark time that you are going through, and find the good in it. Okay, find the silver lining in it. That light at the end of the tunnel. That light at the in the darkness. I'm not even in. What am I saying? Mercury retrograde. Y'all know I'm a Gemini. But not the light at the end of the tunnel, but the light within the darkness. Okay, find the good in all of this. So let's get your postcard from Spirit. Oh, Hazel. She wants to leave so bad. All right, and the postcard from Spirit says, Dearest you, do you ever wonder whether your ideas and inspiration might be coming through your soul rather than generated through your mind alone? We're here to tell you that we are always whispering in your ear about your highest good. We are conduits for Spirit, letting you know that you are a living channel for this awesome co-creative energy. When you're feeling inspired, that means you heard us. Inspiration means Spirit is breathing through you. Inspiration needs your human passion to keep it going so you can make a difference in the world. So keep moving on what inspires you. Let yourself be led into new experiences and know that this is why you are on this earth. Your purpose is to discover your spirited nature and to bring forth through your efforts whatever is meant to be. Wondrous miracles have a way of showing up when you let inspiration propel you forward. You are so, so loved. And so with this final card, I'm feeling that this journey that you find yourself on right now is one that you may not be sure of why you started it or why you feel it's necessary. But this is Spirit saying, it was us, big. We needed you to get it together. So here we are. So yeah. So if you have felt this overwhelming need to change and to shift your life and to make big changes within yourself, it's because Spirit is encouraging that. And that's because it's what is most needed for you in this time for a better life for yourself. Okay, so these are your messages. This is your reading. If this resonates for you, please let me know how in the comments below. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. And until the next time I read for you all, I'm wishing you all love and light. Now go get right. And I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye.